Hey guys, so today I'm doing one of the new Spider-Man characters. I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you do and give me a thumbs up. So the first thing I'm going to do is start off by blocking out my eyebrows, and to do this I basically just pushed my eyebrows forward and applied some glue on the bottom or back side of it, and then pushed them back down to get some glue on the top side of it, and just made them as smooth as possible so when I put other stuff on top it'll kind of help them disappear, because that's kind of what I'm looking for. Then I applied some concealer and a little bit of foundation and a lot of concealer over top of them, and I applied some powder to set, and then I went back over with some more concealer and foundation. Just kind of kept doing that until I got it as disappeared as possible. And then I forgot to turn my camera on for this part, but I basically just did a really intense, like, smoky wing, because she does have more of a hooded eye look from what I saw. So I wanted to kind of give myself that appearance. Or like a monolid, sorry. So I wanted to give myself that appearance. And then I applied some eyeliner. And this I just did in a really extreme wing type fashion. And then I also applied, but I drew on some lower lashes, just because cartoon and comic chicks have like the best lower lashes, and I'm jealous that I don't have those. Then I went ahead and contoured, and I also contoured around the edges of the mask because I wanted to make it look like there's a little bit of shadow there. And then I drew in my funky tiny eyebrows, which, by the way, I am also jealous that they can pull off the tiny eyebrow look and not look crazy. Like, my eyebrows are super thick, and if I tried to pull that off, would not work. And then I went ahead and started outlining everything and started drawing in a few of my cartoony, comic-y features. I also drew in the lines where the bandana part of the mask, well, the mask bandana thing, would get wrinkled or anything. And then I also added some shading to kind of drive the point home. And then once I did that, I also highlighted, because anytime you shade, you're going to want to highlight to really make things pop. That goes for makeup and for, you know, drawing stuff. That actually goes for a lot of things, to be honest. Then I started drawing on the actual suit. Now for this, I started off with just gray body paint. I figured this was the easiest way to do it. So I applied the main part of the suit, which basically looks like a giant M, now that I'm looking at it. And then I started drawing in the side, like, wavy thingies. The, like, arm W's. That's what I'm going with. Basically, anything that wouldn't be painted black, I started doing that first. And then I went ahead and filled everything in with black that would be painted black afterwards, because black is a lot harder to clean up. And then I just went ahead and filled in all the empty spaces with black. Now for her actual logo, I started off by drawing the inner part in with the red body paint, and I tried to make these as symmetrical as possible, and I kind of failed on that. Whatever. Just I would suggest looking at a reference picture to get an idea of what you're actually doing, and it does help to make things a little bit more symmetrical. And then once I did the red, I went in with a mix of like burgundy and of red and black to make a burgundy color, and started doing this kind of gradient. And then the very outer part of the webs, I just used black, and then I kind of took a little bit of just a wet brush with no color on it and blended the burgundy with the red so that it kind of has more of a gradient effect. And I did the same thing with the black. Now again, you want to make this as even as possible, but you know. And then I also added a little bit of shading using just some black eyeshadow. And then I just applied a black wig and called it a day. This was actually really fun to do. I'll have more about silk in my blog post on my blog, NoBlandMakeup, if you guys are interested in that. But other than that, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!